After over a month and a half break, I'm back on trail. I started off where I left off the trail back on Memorial Day there at Tehachapi, Willow Springs Road. I hiked into Tehachapi, stayed there for Memorial Day weekend, and then drove back to Palm Desert and recuperated and got some new equipment and just took care of a lot of things that I needed to take care of. I'm heading towards the Highway 58 overpass, and then from there be continuing on the Pacific Crest Trail. My goal for today is to get to a group of campsites just past 58. After being off the trail for over a month and a half, you sure do get out of shape quick. There's all kinds of creatures lurking around every corner. This is a crack in the earth from that earthquake that we had recently in this area. Whoa, what a difference a month and a half makes. Last time I was in this area, it was raining, cold, snow to like, I think 4,000 or 5,000 feet. It was very, very nasty. Today, a few clouds in the sky, but mostly sunny, probably about 80 degrees, slight breeze, but a lot warmer and a lot nicer than it was about a month and a half ago. Well, I've stopped here for lunch, and on the menu is Cliff Bar and peanut butter. And to wash it all down, I have A&W powdered root beer. That's good. I've stopped here for the night at mile marker 573.3. It's a pretty rough day today. It was very hot. Had a big water carry also. I got to the campsite and just about ran out of water. So tomorrow I've got to start off early, go to Golden Springs, and pick up some water. It's about 9.9 miles to Golden Springs. And so I've got to conserve my water a pretty good bit. I have a real good campsite. There's a bunch of trees here that block the wind. And so hopefully I can get a good night's rest tonight. So anyway, see you in the morning. All packed up and leaving camp. My goal is to get to Golden Springs. About 9.9 miles is what they say, about 10 miles from here, and I've got a limited amount of water. So I'm going to try to conserve my energy as much as possible and get there as quick as possible before the heat of the day. I stopped here at mile marker 587.3, put in about 14 miles today. My goal for today was to get to a spring. I kept referring to it as Golden Spring, but it was actually Golden Oak Spring. It was about 15 miles, somewhere around in there, from where I started out at. And I had to carry a lot of water, and I was down to just a few drops basically, and I had to go all that distance. It was a very hot day today, and took several siestas trying to get out of the sun. So I've got several long water carries that I've had to deal with or having to deal with, and which makes things kind of difficult. I am about to go to bed and my dinner, and I'm gonna get some shut-eye, get up early, and get going before the sun gets too hot. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I'm all packed up and I'm leaving camp. Had a good night's sleep last night. I took a lot of siestas during the day yesterday. I probably got a little bit dehydrated and also heat exhaustion. But had a good night's rest last night. Only woke up a couple of times throughout the night to go to the bathroom. But all in all, had a good night's rest last night. My goal for today is to get to a spring again, and it's a long ways. It's called Robin Bird Spring, and I believe it's almost 15 miles just to get to the spring. I'm getting an early start this morning, and I'll see you down the road. I think I'm getting seasick from that water sloshing back and forth on top of my backpack. I've stopped here at mile marker 598.7 to take a break. I am approaching a milestone on the Pacific Crest Trail, and that is the 600th mile marker. 600 miles from the border of Mexico all the way here to wherever I am. I have no earthly idea where I am. 600 miles. It's coming up soon. What? 600 miles? No way! I think that's supposed to be 600. 600 miles. Whew. All in all, I had a pretty good day today. I stopped here at mile marker 606.3, put in 19 miles today. I stopped hiking after about 14 miles to take a siesta. It was very, very hot today. Got close to 90 degrees, if not even more than 90. And I felt myself getting heat exhaustion. I rationed my water pretty good. Started off just short of Golden Oak Spring, or just past Golden Oak Spring, and I made it all the way to Robin Bird Spring, and where I filled up with water. And again, rationed my water pretty good. Yesterday, I had a real hard time with dehydration, and didn't think I was going to make it to that Golden Oak Spring. Had a great day today, and I'm looking forward to a great night of rest and sleep, and get up and hit it again tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I got an early start today. I think 5:45 is when I left camp. Packed up real quick and threw everything in my backpack and took off. Supposed to get up to about 90 degrees again today. Real hot. And I'm not really sure how exposed this area is to the sun. But I want to try to get as many miles in as I can during the early part of the day. There's also a water cache about I think 17 miles from here. I'm going to try to make it to that. It's a road called Kelso Road that goes into the town of Weldon, and someone is supposed to have left between 50 and 60 gallons of water. Water is very essential in the desert. You can get dehydrated very, very quickly. It's very dry and very hot. And so it seems like you go from water to water. My ultimate goal for this section is to get into Ridgecrest, where I'll resupply, get a motel room, get a shower, get some town food, and then take off again. So my immediate goal is to make it as far as I can after this water cache at Kelso Road. So, see you down the trail. One of the goals for a PCT hiker is to do 10 miles by 10 o'clock. Today, I accomplished that. I did 10 miles by 10 o'clock this morning. Again, I got out early, before 6 o'clock, so that I could get as many miles in as I could before the heat of the day. So 10 by 10, yeah. This is what a water cache looks like. And boy, for a thirsty hiker, it is like heaven on earth. Well, it's time for my daily siesta, so I'll see you in a little while. It's 4 o'clock and it's 114.2 degrees. Now that's hot. I stopped here at mile marker 623.5. I did a total of 17 miles today. Got very, very hot today. 114 degrees at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's just extremely too hot. And so I've got to get going and beat the heat, and then perhaps maybe take another siesta until the heat dissipates, or whatever the heat does. So anyway, I'll see you in the morning, okay? Well, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I am getting a jump on the day. I'm night hiking so that I can escape some of the heat of the day. Couldn't sleep, so I might as well start hiking. And this is a sight for sore eyes. Good morning. I just did a 7.4 mile night hike. It's 7:21 right now, so I guess I did 7 by 7, which I don't know if that's an accomplishment or not. Yesterday I did a 10 by 10, 10 miles by 10 o'clock. So I guess 7 miles by 7 o'clock is not too bad. My goal for today is to get to MacGyver cabin, and it also has a spring by it. It has a pipe running out, it has water to it. I'm planning on staying there for the night, and then have a short hike to Walker Pass, and then I'm going to hitchhike down to Ridgecrest, and again get a motel, get some town food, get a much needed shower, and then go from there. So anyway, hope to see you down the road. Let's get it. I forgot and left my hat outside the tent last night, and I guess some animal, chipmunk, squirrel, lizard, whatever, took a big bite out of my cap. Next time I'll remember to bring it in. Now that's kind of strange and a little random. Well, I made it to MacGyver Spring, mile marker 643.5. I did a total of 20.3 miles today, and 7 of those were night hiking. This morning I couldn't go to sleep. I'm sorry, I woke up at 1 o'clock and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I'd slept all day, just kind of taking siestas and things like that. And so I got up and packed everything up, and finally at 1:30 I took off and made it all the way to Bird Song Pass, something like that. It was a water cache, and I had several 5-gallon jugs of water. After I filled up my water bottles, I cowboy camped. In other words, I didn't set my tent up, but I just cowboy camped right by the empty water jugs, and slept for probably about 2 hours. I'd gotten there at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and then about 7 got up and got ready and just took off. So I had a great day and got a lot of mileage in, which leaves me just a few miles, I think about 8.8 miles to get into Ridgecrest. And so I'm looking forward to that. I hope I get a good hitch into Ridgecrest. And I don't know if you can see these gnats. They are just driving me nuts. I can't even open the door to get in, lest a bunch of gnats come and take up residence here in my tent. So I'm going to try to kill as many as I can before I go to bed tonight. All right, see you in the morning. Good morning. I'm leaving camp where I stayed last night at MacGyver Spring. It's a great camp spot, and had a good night's rest, and no animals chewed on my hat. I've got a relatively short hike down to Walker Pass. I've got one big climb before I start going down towards Walker Pass, 8.3 miles, I think. And then from there, I will get a hitch down to Ridgecrest. Glad you're coming along with me. Let's have a great day today. And as I always say, let's get it. Stopped here for a break. I was just thinking, Kennedy Meadows is considered the end of the desert section in Southern California, and the gateway to the Sierras. I was looking on my GPS app just a little while ago, and I noticed that Kennedy Meadows was 52 miles away. And so I'm 52 miles from ending the desert section that I started there at Campo, California, right on the Mexican border, as I started on my PCT trek. And now I'm only 52 miles away from the end of that desert section. Well, I made it to Walker Pass at Highway 178, and I hope I can get a ride, a hitch, just as quickly as possible. Pray for me. Hey, this is Trail Angel Joe. He picked me up from Walker Pass and brought me down to Ridgecrest. He is the man, I'm telling you. This guy is awesome. And if you ever come to Kernville, go visit his rafting company. You want to say something, Joe?
Been doing this for 23 years, since '96. He's probably my 1,000th person I've picked up to take one way or the other, Kernville or what, Ridgecrest. But I own Eagle Rafting. Anybody that out there that's a trail angel, give me a call. And eaglerafting.com.
There you go.
Have a safe trip.
He's the man.